Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Insala. If it's the first time stopping by, you know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe and join the fam. Today I have a special guest with me. Her name is Kareemat and I brought her all the way from Illinois. Can you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Sure. Hi guys, my name is Kareemat. I'm a pharmacy student. I'm actually a final year pharmacy student. I'm going to be graduating in 3 weeks.
Wow, yay! Are we invited?
Yes, so we're having a bachelor party.
That's good.
Yeah, and I also have a YouTube channel where I post vlogs and food recipes and things like that.
Yeah, killer recipes, you guys. You should check her out and follow her on YouTube and Instagram. I'm going to link on YouTube wherever you can find her on Instagram and YouTube on my description box. Anywho, today we're going to be talking about fasting in the US. How long have you been in the US? Let's start from there.
I've been in the US for about 8 years now.
Wow, that's a long time. Almost as much as I am. How would you say fasting during the month of Ramadan in Nigeria and fasting in the US, how would you say it has been, and how would you compare? Like, which one do you think is easier? Let's start from there.
First of all, I think fasting in Nigeria is way easier. Yeah, and fasting in Nigeria, like if I have to compare, I would definitely take fasting in Nigeria. Well, 8 years ago, I was a lot younger, so I had less responsibilities, you know, living with my mom and,
rent free.
You know, we had family around, would go over there for iftar and things like that. But over here, there's nothing like that,
just
you know.
Yourself.
I'm with, yeah, just me now. I recently got married, so it's my first Ramadan, actually, with my husband. So, thank you. So, yeah, but you know, prior to this Ramadan, it
used to be alone.
Always been just me in school. Wow. I live alone. Even when I had roommates, they were Christians. So it's my first. Yeah, so it was a struggle, you know, waking up on your own, trying to cook and study, because the last 2 or 3 Ramadans fell during finals. Well, finals week fell during Ramadan. For the past 2 Ramadans, so it was such a struggle, you know, giving up coffee because you can, you know, you can't have coffee, and yeah, trying to stay away from coffee. You have to study all night, so it's just a lot more. I feel like now, because I have more responsibilities with school and everything, and also living by myself. Well, prior to this Ramadan, so it's definitely more challenging. Fasting in the US, and also I feel like because of the way that because of the way America is set up, you know, you can't just, unless you were raised here, you were born here and raised here, and you have all your families around, you know, you just can't compare it to fasting in Nigeria.
And if you have, like, let's say you start working as a pharmacist now, and you're working 12-hour shifts, do you know, like, they don't care? There's no, oh, I'm sorry, I'm fasting. Can I come in a little bit late today? Or can I come in later? They don't just care. It's just like, oh, you're fasting. Why are you fasting? Why should you be fasting? And people will keep asking me questions like, oh, not even water. Like,
not even water. That's like their favorite thing to say. Not even water.
Just take some. It's nothing to do. I'm like, sis.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, right now, like, I'm on my rotations for school, and I'm in a retail pharmacy, and you know, you have to stay on your feet all day. So I'm there from 9 to 5. It's such a struggle, and they're like, "What is Ramadan? So why are you doing it?"
And they will keep asking you every day.
Not even water, and they ask you like, "Can you have soup? Can you have," like, no, you can't have anything.
I think the biggest struggle for me is like when I was working in school. That's when someone will give you chocolate or something, like, "Oh, I brought you something today." I'm like, "You didn't bring me something the whole month, the whole year round. Why is it just during Ramadan you come to our family?"
You're not bringing me. Yeah. The other day I was very sleepy. Oh my god, I was so sleepy, and one of the technicians, she just said, "Why don't you go get coffee?" And I'm like, "I'm fasting," and she said, "No one's gonna know."
I'm like, to do that anymore.
And
No one's gonna know. Like, just do it.
She's like, no one's gonna know. Just do it. Go get some coffee. Don't tell anyone. I was like, because they don't get it. So, yeah, those are some of the things that you just have to deal with.
I know. Do you think there are any benefits to fasting in the US as opposed to Nigeria?
Honestly, no. Maybe there is. I can't think of one right now. I think Nigeria is just one. You have shorter shorter
day and longer nights.
Yeah, you have shorter day and longer nights, so you're fasting for a shorter period of time. Over here, at least this year is not too bad.
This is the first year when we're breaking our fast at 8 p.m. I'm like, this is so weird.
It's not too bad. Because I remember my first Ramadan here, I was like,
10
are you
p.m.
kidding me? Like, it was 10 p.m. literally, and you eat suhoor around like 3. It was crazy, and my dad was like, "You don't have to fast if you don't."
Yeah,
want
they'll
to.
say they'll say God understands that you're in a different country. Don't fast. I'm like,
but it was tough. I'm not gonna lie. That first Ramadan, it was tough because it was so long.
It's a different time zone and different environment. I feel like if you were with family, it won't be so difficult because you see people that are struggling with you and you can relate with them. So you're not like completely thinking of that. You can also like get strength from people around you as opposed to when it's just you. Oh my God, I cannot.
Yeah. Yeah. I think even then, even though it was, that like my first couple Ramadan here, I was still living with my dad and my family, so it was still hard, but at least you had people around. Like, you don't have to worry about just your own food. Sometimes we'll go to the mosque.
And break a fast together.
We'll get iftar. Yeah, we'll get food there and stuff. But over here, it's just like, with my school schedule, I work part-time. It's just difficult, to go to the mosque. I try before, all the panoramic, so I don't want to say the word. Before the panoramic, like, I used to try because, like, okay, at least once or twice a week, I want to go to the mosque and pray Tarawih and things like that, and break my fast there. But right now, with the panoramic, you can't even do that anymore. So it's
that actually brings me to my next question, which you already answered. I was going to say, like, do you think there are any benefits to having Ramadan during the lockdown as opposed to when it was not lockdown? Was it easier, or is it easier now, or is it more difficult?
I think it depends on how you look at it, and it depends on your schedule. For me, I want to say that last Ramadan, that was definitely very difficult. One, I had I had like finals week. So the week before, the first week of Ramadan, I was just preparing for finals week and studying and all of that. It was just me in this house, waking up and doing everything myself. Basically, you can't even go to the mosque. At least before you can go to the mosque, you have I have a couple friends around that will break our fast together. So we didn't have any of that last year, but this year it's a lot. I think things are starting to open up, so it's a little bit better. And if you're busier, if you have things to do, last year I tried to just vlog. Since once I finished my exams, I was like, I'm gonna just vlog and relax and sleep. I didn't have a lot going on because school was not in session. But right now with my rotations, it's definitely more difficult.
Have you been to the mosque during this Ramadan? Yeah.
No.
Do you like get scared of like the virus, and then sometimes you're like, oh, I really want to go to mosque, but you're like, I don't want to catch anything, or I've just been careful.
I think for me, it's not. I'm not really. I mean, of course, I'm scared of, the elephant in the room. Let's not say the word. I try not to say the word on YouTube, but I think I'm not really scared. I work in the pharmacy. I've done my rotations in the hospital. I've been in the ICU for some of my rotations, so it's. I can't say that. I mean, of course, I don't want to get the stuff, but I don't.
I feel like you've
But
been
yeah.
more outside, so like it's not really much of a big
like
deal for you.
I've been, you have 6 people coming to the pharmacy all the time. We do testing now for the we do testing, so people come in and sometimes they'll come in the store and I'm like, no, it's drive-through only, like don't come here. What if you're, because we don't know who's positive and who's not. So but you have some people come in, so I've been around a couple people like that. So I'm not really scared of it. I think it's just the timing, and that's why I haven't been able to go to the mosque. Plus, right now, they're still socially distanced. Even if you go, my husband has been going. He went a couple times this week, and they actually broadcast the prayer like on Facebook Live. So I would just join them on Facebook Live. That's what I've been doing actually.
That's good.
So for Tarawih
prayers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, maybe I can send you. I mean, unless if you haven't been going to the mosque, I can send you the link.
Yes,
and
please.
if you want to join, that's what I've been doing.
Link.
He went last night. I didn't go, but even then, you can see that they're still socially distanced. All the shoulder to shoulder, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, that's
and things like that.
I've been to the masjid during this pandemic for just Juma prayers, and it does not feel the same anymore. Like, why would I be praying and then we're now like you have your mat in front of you and then nobody can be in front of you and behind you. They have to be like diagonally behind you or the other way, and I'm like, it does not feel the same. Sometimes I'm like, I'll just pray at home.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point. But I don't know, I think your intentions really matter, and since there's something out there that we don't want to catch this stuff, so it's better for us to just stay like, be away. You get if this one is very dicey, I feel like you've already answered this one already, but if someone was to pay your bills here and take care of things for you for the month of Ramadan, let's say next year Ramadan, and have you fast in Nigeria or in Saudi, would you go?
For sure.
I didn't even think about
it. You already know the answer. I would go without no thoughts, honestly.
Like,
I mean, I think one of my goals in life is to get to a point where for Ramadan I'll just travel to Nigeria and fast over there. It's just different. It's a different feeling, different vibe. You can tell that something is just Ramadan going on. The food, everything. It's just so much better. The people. Spend time with family. I remember then, like growing up, we used to have like a big party literally every iftar. We lived very close to my grandparents, and my mom's side of the family, they have a very big family. She has so many siblings, so everyone would just come around, and you think they're having a party. Like my grandma used to cook with all those big pots, and you see your cousins and all of that. So it was just so much fun, and you look forward to Ramadan.
Every year you're like, I'm going to see these people again. We're going to chat.
But over here it's like, it's just you
and
yourself, and now I'm no longer like in the city. Like when I was living in Chicago, it was definitely different because I can go to the mosque. Like we have a Nigerian mosque, Nigerian community, a large Nigerian community there. So it was different.
I feel like Nigerian mosques are usually very more home-like as opposed to a regular Arab mosque where you barely know people. I've had Nigerian mosque before where iftar,
they have food, exactly.
They have everything from porridge, moi, jollof, everything. It's like, it does not even feel like iftar anymore because it's just like, a hangout or a cookout, which is usually very fun. Okay, I've asked you that. How do you prepare for Eid? Okay, no, before Eid, did you decorate for Ramadan?
I really wanted to decorate for Ramadan. Because I was excited, like, it's my first Ramadan married, and I was like, let's decorate and stuff. But we're also thinking about moving, so it's like, with the moving and the rotation, and I didn't end up doing it. Yeah, I literally have to drive over there. I'm looking at it right now, that I have some stuff in there, and I'm like, I can work with this, and I'm going to buy some other things. And also, it's kind of difficult to find decorations for Ramadan, so...
Yeah, I mean, some people you just have to plan ahead, or except if you're someone that used to plan before, that used to decorate before, and you already have
but if you,
those.
if
Yeah,
don't
you
have
just
the
put
stuff,
them
like I
up.
looked at, a couple of YouTubers that do decorations, and the link to some of those things are expensive. I'm still a student. I'm still a student. Let's be honest.
I can relate. I saw this decoration lights and stuff. It was like $27.99. And I'm like, that's not the only thing. You cannot just buy that one because you have to have other things. And I'm like, nobody will know that I'm fasting in my house. So it's not like I'm receiving visitors. I feel like if it was Nigeria, you receive visitors, people will come see you. But yeah, I'm sure nobody's going to see me to the end of Ramadan. So
exactly.
What am I decorating?
It's so expensive. I saw some things like some lantern that some people, I've seen a couple of YouTubers use, and I'm like, I want this thing. And then I looked and I said, the Nigerian in me just said,
maybe next time.
It's okay. But I think eventually, once I'm settled, done with school and have my own family, I definitely would like to decorate for Ramadan. I think it's good, especially for the kids.
I feel like that's what I was going to say. I was going to say like it's mostly people who have kids that decorate, because I feel like children, you have to make them excited somehow.
Yeah.
As opposed to adults. Like, me, I don't care. I can do anything. But for children, you have to like make them be excited and feel like something is going on. How do you prepare for Eid?
Eid, usually I spend Eid with my siblings. So I have two of my siblings here in the same city. So we'll just do Eid together. We'll have a couple friends and stuff.
Do you always buy new clothes? Do you always buy goats? Do you behave like the typical Nigerian?
My sister does. So my sister is older. She does. She will take care of those things. But I've never personally done it.
Like she'll buy clothes for you too?
Maybe like goat. If she wants to buy goat, like in terms of food, you want to buy goat and stuff. The clothes, I think last year I didn't buy. Actually, for maybe like two Eid now, I didn't really buy anything. Most of the time, I'll find a dress that I haven't worn before at home, and I'll just wear that.
Right. That means you're one of those people who always keep your things.
I do. That's sometimes.
You buy something and you be like, oh, there's really nowhere to wear it to.
And sometimes I don't do it. Sometimes I'll do it and I'm like, the next day I'm wearing it though. Like, who knows what will happen. But
exactly.
Yeah, like I think the past few, I just actually eat that one. Honestly, I just want my sister's dress. I went there I think a few days before, or like the day before something, and we were gonna cook and stuff, and I was like, I just wore one of our dresses. Yeah, no time. But this one, maybe I'll do something. We're thinking to have them come over, to have my siblings come over, and maybe like one or two of our friends for this Eid. So cool. I'm thinking about decorating. We'll see.
See, we would like to see that. Anyway, I think that's all the questions that I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure having you on my channel. Please follow Kareemat on Instagram, YouTube. I'm going to leave all of that in my description box. She makes amazing meals, you guys. You don't want to miss that. At least you want to salivate in case you cannot get the food first. And is there anything you like to say before you leave?
Thank you for this opportunity. This was so much fun.
I actually thought you were going to decline.
I was like, of course.
Because I feel like you're a very quiet person. And you know those quiet people, they're always very shy. They don't want to talk.
But with the camera and YouTube, I'm really comfortable now since I've had some practice. But once I'm comfortable around people, like I'm not, you can probably tell already, I'm not quiet. Right. Yeah. But true. If I don't really know people, I'm like super shy. But once I get comfortable, I'm a chatterbox. so I was like, when you reached, I was like, sure, this would be fun. So why not? Yeah.
It was good having you. I had fun myself. Hope to have you soon again. Inshallah. And one day we're going to link up, because this America, we cannot just be in one place the whole time, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I am.
We're actually in Atlanta, like end of the year.
Anyway, let's just say bye bye to this YouTube. Alright, bye. Thank you for being on my channel.
Of course, thank
was
you
good
for
to have
having
you.
me. It was so
Yeah.
much fun.
Bye.